Welcome to Pinnacle Performance Company's Fishbowl Friday with Pinnacle co-founder and COO G. Riley Mills and master instructor and editorial director Brad Lawrence.
Get ready. It's Fishbowl Fridays. I'm Brad. This is Gary. We're with Pinnacle Performance Company. What are Fishbowl Fridays, Gary?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we got a fishbowl. We got a bunch of questions. We're going to pull one. One lucky question is going to emerge. You're going to pull it.
I'm going to pull it.
Great. That lucky question is going to emerge from the fishbowl, and we're going to read it. We're going to answer it, give you some insights on leadership, communication, whatever the question's about, and then send you off onto your weekend. We get a good one this week?
I got one.
Love it.
All right. What are some ways I can motivate my team?
Okay. So you want to inspire your team, you want to get them fired up, get buy-in.
Yeah.
I think we have a tool. We have something that we use in the Pinnacle training that is probably the best thing that we can recommend for this. It is something called Motivating Language Theory, or MLT for short. Yeah. So motivating language theory, very simple formula. It was developed by Milton and Jacqueline Mayfield. They are out of Texas A&M, psychologists, and they studied famous speeches, political speeches, sports speeches, and military speeches. And they're like, why are these speeches so good? And they realized these speeches were great because they all share three elements. And so that is the formula that they came up with for what we call the perfect pep talk. If you need to inspire or motivate people, motivating language theory. Three specific elements you have to follow in order.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note they analyze speeches. So think of the most cliche locker room halftime speech, right? When you're trailing by 1,000,000 points. But I think it's important to know that MLT isn't just for those types of formal speech type situations. This can be conversational.
Use it with your kids
Absolutely.
To get your kids to do their chores. Use it with your spouse.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
We use it with your neighbor to finally mow their lawn. Whatever you need it. So let's break down. You want to break down?
Sure, yeah.
What's the first one?
These all have very clinical sounding names.
Yeah.
These are names that psychologists, scientists came up with. So we'll break them down in the layman's terms here. First is direction giving.
Yeah.
Direction giving, which is essentially when you're
setting the stage.
Setting the stage. You're like, this is the direction things are heading in. This is the current status quo.
Yeah. So if I'm a basketball coach, we're in the locker room at halftime. The setting the stage, the direction giving would be, hey, it's halftime. We're down by 10 points. We got to make up 10 points in this next.
It's the state championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Your family's all out there, but we're trailing.
You got to set the stage. What is the direction? Where are you? Where do you need to go? So that's the first element.
Yep.
Second element. This is the one that a lot of times coaches, leaders who are trying to motivate their team, they know, hey, my sales team, we're down $100,000 for our quota this month. We have 4 days to make $100,000. Well, they don't forget to
It's not like they don't know that.
Yeah, they don't forget to give you the direction, but they do forget the second piece of motivating language theory, which is very important, expressions of empathy. So these are human beings you're trying to motivate. You're trying to get inspired. So you've got to take in the human part of it. So if I'm that basketball coach and it's halftime and we set the direction giving, we're down by 10 points, we got to make this up in the last half. Here comes my expression of empathy. I know you're all tired. I know this. I know you're giving it your all. I know that team has a better record than us. I know they're bigger than us, but they don't have more heart than us. And you've been working your whole season to win this championship. And I know you can do it because you've got it in your bones. You've got it in your heart. So some sort of expression of human empathy to add to this formula. And then that takes us to the final element, which is?
Meaning making.
Yes.
Meaning making. You have to be very clear, essentially, about what is the positive effect. What's the WIFM? What's in it for the people that you're trying to inspire? Why should they do the thing? Recommit to the action that you're asking from them.
Yeah,
they need a benefit.
And going back to that team, so if we use that example, we're down by 10, it's halftime, we got to make this up in the last half. I know they're bigger than us. I know you're already working hard. You can do this. You've got the heart to do it. And then the final one, the meaning making, if you do this, if you can make up those 10 points, state champions.
Yeah.
Your name is going to be on that trophy, in that trophy case for the rest of your life. The first team ever to win the state championship at this school. Let's go do it. So those three elements tied together following that little map, that's motivating language theory. It's surefire. It's fantastic.
You inspired me.
It's very easy to use.
I don't even play basketball, but I'm inspired.
Well, now you will. So there is your MLT Fishbowl Friday. Get out there. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Motivate some people.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
If you'd like to submit a question for the Fishbowl, drop us an email at fishbowl@pinper.com. If you'd like to learn more about Pinnacle Performance Company, email us at info@pinper.com. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and tell your friends. See you next week.